Hi guys, welcome to Flying Grape Academy.
Array is a collection of similar data type variables. For example, it is a collection of homogeneous elements. So the thing in arrays are declaration, creation, initialization, and utilization. So that is how to use the array. So here the first thing is declaration. So declaration defines the type of the array. How you are going to declare the type of an array. So the type defines the type of variable you are going to select. For example, the type of variable might be integer or float or character or a string. So the thing is which kind of variable you are using. The particular array. So here which the particular brace which you are using that defines the size of the array. So if the particular size is left empty, so that defines you can able to utilize the size of array with n n number of elements, so that you can able to see the array. So if there is two particular square braces, so then that particular array is said to be a two-dimensional array. If it is three, that particular array is said to be a three-dimensional array. So let us see. So here after declaration array, so here you are going to write the array variable name equal to new type size. So why we are using a new? Basically in Java, new stands for reference object, so that it can be used for the to access the elements in the next class also. For example, you can able to assign these variables directly by declaring the array. So basically whenever you are going to declare a class, for example, if you are going to declare a class CLAS class A. So this is the class A. You want to access this class A. So in class B, how you can able to access? You need to create an object for A. Class name is A. Object you need to create equal to new A. After that, you are going to open the parenthesis and close the parenthesis. By using this particular object, you can able to access this particular variables declared inside the class. For example, int I equal to 10. So if you want to print a I, so here you are going to type system dot out dot println. So how can you type the access the variable which is inside the class A? If you want to access any particular variable which is inside the class A, so you are going to access the variable which is in A from another class called B. So here we are having another class B, so that by using a object is a key, object is a instance of class. So that obj dot, what is the name of a variable name? Obj dot I. So that in system dot out dot println, so that particular thing will be printed. So here I have not written the public static void main. Particular class doesn't have a main method, so that here the whatever the class is having a main method can access the n number of classes. Whatever the classes you are having, that can be accessed. So next one is index. So here you are having a index of an array. Whatever the variable name you have defined, so that will be there, and you will be having a index. The index is going to specify. So here you are having a index. What is the index? It specifies the range will be vary from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1 number of elements, that is going to specify the index. So if you have left a empty, if you have mentioned a specific array 5, so 0 to 4, so that will be taken as a index. The Java runtime system makes sure that array indexes are in the current range. So whether it is in a correct range or not, so that will be checked by the Java runtime system. So initialization, this one we have seen previously. So here if you are going to consider. So here we are having a two-dimensional array. So whenever you are going to declare the name of an array, here what you have done, so here you have mentioned 1 and again you are having a 2. So it defines that you have mentioned a two-dimensional array. So here what you have given, so here you have given a 2, the number of rows are 2 and the number of columns are 3. So here you have specified the size of the array. So this is what the program we have seen during the previous class. The size is visible, the font is visible to you all. Now okay, font is visible to you all or not? So here okay, so try to answer at least 1 or 2%. Here you are having a so here we have mentioned a particular class name as single, and we have used a public static void main method. So here public defines the everywhere you can able to access, static defines the it can able to link the non-static variables and methods to the Java compiler, and also it allows the memory only once. Void defines no return type, and main is a every particular program starts with the main, so that all the classes can be compiled with the main method only. So then we are having a string array as arguments, so that we have seen a how a particular compiler can able to accept the command line arguments with the Java. So for accepting the command line arguments, we have used a string array arguments. You can able to declare this array either this side or that side. So here also we are using the array. The next thing, so here we have declared a array, so which is a single dimensional array, so which consists the 5 number of elements. So here we have initialized the array, and here we have done the assignment of the array 3 4 5 6 7. So this is the assignment of an array. So the next thing, so we have used a particular method called change array. So here we have used a change array is a particular method where we are going to access. So here if you are going to notice, here we have used a for loop, which basically for loop will be having a 2 or 3 sections. So what are those? What are the sections? First one is initialization. The next thing is, after initialization, what we are going to do? We are going to have a condition for I less than 10 or less than equal to 10 or something. Next, I plus plus, increment or decrement. So let me write. So what are the basic for loop consists? So for int I equal to 0, so there will be a statement. So next, condition check I less than equal to 10 or I plus plus. So this is the thing we are having. So this is a initialization of for loop. Here the condition check. Here you are having a increment or decrement. So if you are using a greater than, here you are going to decrement. So otherwise you are going to do some other operation by using a array. But here if you are going to notice, what we have used a for loop, which is a for each loop we are going to call this one or enhanced for loop. So this is also called as a enhanced for loop or for each loop. So here the int y stands for identifier. This particular thing stands for identifier. So this is the identifier. The next thing is you are going to type the array you loop through. So this stands for array which you are going to loop through. So this is what you are going to do. Here when we are using this particular enhanced for loop, so it defines, so when we have to use this particular enhanced for loop means, so just if you want to pop out the array elements, so it doesn't check the any condition or increment or decrement, just it is going to display whatever the element inside the array as it is. For that purpose only we have to use this particular enhancer for loop. Otherwise, no need to use this particular enhancer for loop. So next thing, so whenever you are going to call this particular method change array, so this particular method is called, this particular method is called change array. It goes to this particular session. So public static void change. So here it is going to accept the one argument. So array is having only one argument. So now here we have initialized int x. What is array? Array consists the number of elements 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here we have declared the for loop. So which is having a int counter equal to 0, counter less than x dot length. So here if you are going to consider what is x dot length, counter less than x dot length. So x is a array. So here we have given a x as an array. So now array dot length. So whatever the elements inside the array, so that until n minus 1 number of elements, that particular length, then counter will be incremented. So until n minus 1. For example, n minus 1, if it is a x, so the number of elements might be n minus 1, 0 to n minus 1. So here what we are going to do, x counter plus equal to 5. This is same as x equal to x plus 5. So here we have declared the counter. So the counter defines the whatever the counter we are going to consider here. So counter number of elements, counter equal to 0. It means 0 element. First element, it specifies the index counter. So counter, so 0, counter of 1, and so on. It means it specifies the 3 will be added with 5. So then 4 will be added with 5, and similarly 5 will be added with 5, 6 will be added with 5, and so on. So let us go to run the program. So here we are going to run the program. So now we have run the program and no errors are found. Now what we are going to do, we are going to execute the program. Whenever counter is added, then it is going to return. So here it is going to go for enhanced for loop. Just the values in the array are changed, that will be printed as it is after adding with the value of 5. So now we have got clear with the single dimensional array. So now we will see what is two-dimensional array. So now this is a two-dimensional array. So here we have initialized the class name is double, and here we have declared the first one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. So first array consists in two-dimensional array. Here we have mentioned the 2. So but here we are not having a fixed size. So this is an inconsistent array. So next thing is, this is the first array we have printed. So here we have created a method display. So display first array, and we have created another method called display second array. So whenever it comes to the display first array, the first array it goes to the method called display first array. So at the time it goes to the method called void display, either first array or second array, it goes to the display method based upon a parameter. First array should be printed, later on it goes to the accept the second array. So here we have mentioned the second array. So now here we are going to retrieve the row. So 0. So basically how array is going to start with 0 0 0 1 0 2 and so on, 1 0 1 1 1 2 and so on. So in this manner array will be declared. So first thing is we are going to see the row equal to 0, row less than x dot length. In previous program what we have seen, array dot length defines the whatever the size of the array. So x dot length. So what is x here? Here x. So what we are going to pass for first display method, first array. First array will be passed as a parameter. What is the how many elements consist the first array? 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 to 15. This is the elements consist the first array. Now you are going to increment the row. So now if you are increment the row itself, it can't be done. So you need to access each and every column elements. So for that purpose, column equal to 0, column less than. So here you need to see x less than row dot length. So what is row? Here you are having a row elements. So inside the row dot length. So because for example, there are two rows. So only up to two rows you need to select. If you have done three rows should be taken. So and so on. So you need to take the x row dot length. So otherwise, if you doesn't know the length of row, you can't able to access the column. So for that purpose, here you are having row dot length. So finally, you are going to print the elements inside the array. So you are going to retrieve the row and column element. Row and column element will be retrieved by using a system.out.println. So next we will see compiling the program. So here we have seen the single dimensional array, and now we are going to type the double. So double dot Java. So now we are going to Java double. So for compilation, we are going to use a Java C double dot Java for executing Java double. So now you got the variables. So just we are going to print the values whatever the elements are inside the array. Here you can able to notice we have printed the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So up to how many number of variables we have printed. In the second array, we have 30, 31, 32, 33 and 43 is the element. So that also here printed. Next 4, 5, 6. So other kind of variables we have printed here. So finally, this is a program how to retrieve the number of elements inside the array.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.